deeper character in this particular story.
So now to that side, please.
Jorge, ya.
Thanks for
Jorge,
the
la
patience.
película me gustó bastante y simplemente quisiera saber si ya se mostró en Colombia. ¿Tú dijiste, ya se mostró en Colombia? No, ¿verdad? ¿Pero va a llegar a los cinemas allá?
Esperemos.
O sea, no es seguro. Qué horror. Ok, no.
She likes the film and she asked if the film is going to be released in Colombia. And I said, I don't know, I hope. This film was made for my colleagues and not my colleagues, for my
For your people.
yes, for my people. And I wanted the film be shown in every platform possible, DVD, internet, in theaters. And I'm trying.
Excuse me, the film will be released in Colombian theaters, so don't worry. Yes, it will. I'm Elva McAllister, I'm the distributor. So it will be released.
So we have a question here in the front.
Yeah,
Who-
sorry. Then if the movie is going to be released, then I would like to know which is the reaction you're expecting from the Colombian people that is going into the cinema.
I really hope it opened doors for questioning ourselves. I really hope that that this is a different point of view for us, and I hope this film works for the people to start this kind of reconciliation process. And I know the film is not going to change anything, but I hope that one people who saw the film could be that one who can start this process of peace in Colombia.
So now we have in the front, please.
Thank you for this film. It was very striking. I have a comment and a question. The comment is, you say this film is about empathy, both with the victims and the perpetrators. I don't know, or I don't think it succeeds in creating empathy. It succeeds in creating a link, a relationship with the people in the movie, both victims and perpetrators. But because you don't explain motivations and reasons, I think it's difficult to create real empathy. But this movie will still succeed in creating a dialogue, so I think it's still a great film. So my question now is about the use of silence in the movie. Like, the movie gets, there's more sound as the movie progresses. In the beginning, the first story is almost completely soundless. I thought that was just amazing. So why is that? Like, is it a part of the, like, I don't know. What was your plan in changing the sound and the?
It's nice to create some link, but as I said, they are not one person. They are archetypes, so that's why it's hard to create some background or some personal story, because they are. The film is based in thousands of people in Colombia. And the sound, that's because I really don't think that they only talk with the people they meet, so that was some kind of progression that born naturally. The first one doesn't have anybody to talk, and the other boy only talks with his friends and maybe with his girlfriend. And the third character tries to be nicer with the community, but at the end he doesn't speak so much with the other.
But the more open the violence is, the less silence there is. That's the point.
It's very interesting. I never see that, and I like your interpretation.
So there's another question in the back.
Yeah, thanks. So I had the feeling there's some kind of misunderstanding. I just wanted to be sure. The first part, the man with the gun, they're from guerrilla, FARC or FARC. Or the second part, you said the two boys are shot by the army, Colombian army.
Yes.
And the third part is paramilitar, or
Yes.
so the commander from the third part, that the very actor besides you played, it has nothing to do with the army commander who said, okay, do it, shoot the two boys.
No.
It's not the same person, so there was a misunderstanding. before, but the man already left the... Okay, thanks. Just
Okay.
to be sure.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
It's complicated, the structures of...
There is one more question.
Thank you for the movie first, and I also very appreciated the sound design, and particularly in the first part. And I was wondering, why did you choose to shoot this first part with such a shallow depth of field, with such a, because the background is very blurred and it gives a very special impression. And yeah, I wanted to know a bit more about your choices.
That's because when you are in the jungle, it's so huge, it's so big, but at the end, it's everything the same. So it's this kind of feeling to be like in jail, but at open air. You know, if they took off the chain, you can go around, but you have nowhere to go. So at the end, it's so impressive, but at the same time, you are so small and so little in this jungle that it's everything about the human being. And you have all this green background, and you don't see any kind of exit. So that's why this background is almost the same every time, because at the end, is that this is like some walls of trees.
So the gentleman over there.
Yeah, I also was
Lady,
very
sorry.
impressed with your film. But I have one question. Somebody was speaking about the reconciliation and said, yeah, people are like, especially the commander and the last part, is like two persons. He's friendly and nice in the when during the day and when he's not working, but he's very different at his work. I don't see it that way. I think it's the same person all the time. He's still not, nice, doing his job in the same way he's being nice to the women he meets. But I think that the same problem, like it was with fascist killers in concentration camps, for instance, and they were very friendly with their families and their dogs, etc. It was in Germany. It was very important that there was not just a reconciliation process, but justice. That there were trials, and that's what I wanted to say. And I was very impressed with your film. I've passed some time in Colombia, and I always thought this is a world we cannot imagine being in Berlin, and so it's so different, and it's so and some people fleeing from Colombia from the violence that happens there every day. They wouldn't be allowed to stay in Germany as refugees. But I think it's a very good. I think it's a very good film to show what is happening in many parts of the world.
Thank you.
So, do I see more questions? Then maybe Nelson could explain us a little more what was interesting for you to participate. What did you gain out of it being a Colombian yourself? What is your aspirations with that project?
Que la gente la vea. The people in Colombia go to the cinema and see this movie, because now the people don't want to know about the war. You know, we are in war, but we don't have war. I don't want to see sad movies, because why? If I want to pay, I want to pay for laughing, and that's all. Many movies in Colombia have a